Where President Macron is in Gabon on a mission to boost France's reputation there and reset relations after a growing rise in anti-French sentiment in former colonies. Critics say it's a real test, with Russian mercenary groups blamed for disinformation campaigns in Central Africa. It's 4 nations in 4 days for the president, starting in Libreville for the summit on how to save the world's second biggest rainforest, the Congo Basin. Well, we can cross to the Gabon capital and speak with our correspondent, Andrew Hilliar. Good morning, Andrew.
Good morning. Yeah, that's right. A very important day for President Macron here. He's got a packed day ahead. In just a few hours, he'll be kicking off his visit of Libreville with a visit to a part of the tropical forest here to see firsthand what the One Forest Summit is all about. He'll be visiting alongside the Minister for Forests and Water from Gabon. And then once he's there, he'll also be speaking to scientists to really learn firsthand about the threats faced by tropical forests here in Gabon and in the Congo River Basin. And then after that, that's when the real work gets underway, because this summit's all about coming up with measures to try and give countries like Gabon and other countries in the Congo River Basin financial incentives to protect the environment. Yeah, a very packed day ahead. Of course, later on you'll have that family photo with the various African heads of state too who are here attending the summit. And there'll be a working dinner too later on in the evening before President Macron and his delegation head off to Angola for the next leg of this trip.
I mean, this is a diplomatic chess game. It's pretty difficult because even arriving there, amongst the other geopolitical issues, the fact that he's meeting President Ali Bongo of Gabon, who was controversially elected a few years ago, and elections are coming up again. Critics are already really taking aim at Macron for this, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of criticism from the opposition about the timing of this visit, not just from the opposition, but also from ordinary people on the street with whom we've been speaking. You know, this is an election year in Gabon. Presidential elections are happening in about 6 months' time. And Ali Bongo, yeah, absolutely a controversial figure. He took over from his father over a decade ago. He was re-elected in 2016 in a vote that was very much contested by the opposition, who now accuse Emmanuel Macron of tacitly lending his support to Ali Bongo by coming out here. You know, of course, President Macron, for his part, he says this isn't about elections, it's about the environment. And he insists that France, either way, adheres to a strict policy of neutrality.
Now, talk us through the sequence and why. We're starting, as you talk about Gabon, obviously there's this climate summit on preserving the Congo Basin, but also then to Angola, to Congo-Brazzaville, then to the Democratic Republic of Congo afterwards. Why that sequence?
Yeah, I mean, you know, first thing to say, I think, is that the timing of the visit is obviously crucial. You know, it's coming at a time as France slowly loses influence across the African continent to countries like Russia and China. You know, it's coming as off the back of this wave of anti-French sentiment that we've seen gripping countries, particularly in the Sahel region over the last year, like Burkina Faso and Mali. So by coming out here, I would say Macron's trying to save what's left, really. He's really trying to save, France's standing on the continent by starting here in Gabon and then going on to countries like Angola, Congo and Democratic Republic of Congo. These are leaders, at least in the case of Gabon, Congo and Democratic Republic of Congo, who are still quite close to France. In the case of Angola, it's because President Macron has made it clear that one of his aims is to strengthen ties with countries outside the French-speaking world, so strengthen ties with Portuguese-speaking countries like Angola and also English-speaking countries. But overall, yeah, this really is about redefining the narrative about France's role in Africa and trying to save France's standing on the African continent.
Andrew Hilliar, our correspondent